Hi everyone. In the last reading, we left off where Silvio was describing to the children how life was on the island of Barataria in Mirror City. And he was describing the golden towers. These beautiful golden towers, sparkling radiant in the sun, are spreading all over Barataria. Mirror City is being reflected everywhere, and in this reflection, the fairest, most beautiful creation can be seen. It all started in Mirror City with one golden tower, then three. A village surrounded them, built from the rubble left behind by hoardable money and the destructive game those two no-eyes guys were playing right under our noses. That is history. Now we are living in the new Renaissance. If money, the great midwife, is present, the talent which comes to birth lives and prospers. If not, if money is not present, talent dies unnoticed. Silvio Gesell. On the island of Barataria, there is an abundance of money, ice money, now circulating, all of it, which means there is an abundance of loan money available, which can bring life to the multitudes of great inventions and ideas just waiting to be funded or financed into fruition. The fruit has been growing now for many years. It is time for the great harvest. In Mirror City, great ideas and inventions are provided with loan money. Loan money is abundant, and it is ice money, which must find its place. So these ideas and inventions have a much better chance to surface, to come into reality or existence. And then, if the people truly want it, the idea or invention spreads. A lot of new things start in Mirror City and are reflected to the rest of Barataria. The people decide with their money. Money is demand. Demand is balanced with supply. Ultimately, the supply of what is wanted by the people. There is no more need to just create things to make money. Now, money is not hoardable. So, if a lot of money is made, it must find some place to be spent or loaned. And always remember this: whatever I create myself, build, or buy, must be maintained if it is to be kept standing, and this costs money. On the average, about 5 to 10% per year of the total price of whatever I have bought or built. Otherwise, it deteriorates or decays. Lots of people loan their extra money to help build golden towers and village shops and services which develop surrounding each cluster. Some clusters have lots of diversity, and some are more simple. There are plenty of lifestyles to choose from. Life is beautiful in Mirror City. Nature thrives. And by refining our division of labor, humans thrive too. Automation is part of this refinement. It allows us more time, and any way in which we can work together better is refining the division of labor, which makes the tasks of providing for a comfortable and satisfying life easier and not such a time-consuming struggle. We beg when hungry. We pray when fed. An old saying. When we have more time, we are able to carefully look at what is happening, and, taking a dose of the magic potion, we can begin the work which needs to be done, restoring the nature, our source of life, healing Mother Nature. It comes from deep inside the earth. It is the blood of earth, the water, which grows and flows through all the natural channels in the earth, so that when it appears to us, it is complete and ready to give life. It is just like the blood in your body, which finds its way naturally into the areas that need it. And now, our money can find its way naturally into the areas which need it. Where is that? Earth restoration, people restoration, self-restoration. Without the need to try to guess or forecast anymore, since we now have ice money and the magic potion, which has sent the historic next order to all the manufacturers, the people will show the way. And we will be guided much more closely by spirit, because our bodily needs will be met. When we don't have money, we beg. When we have enough money to care for ourselves comfortably, then we are able to focus our efforts in miraculous ways. When Silvio finished with this part of his lesson, Mermaid asked him, "Who are the wise men? And are they all really men? Or could there be a woman amongst them, disguised?" Silvio sank to his knees in the fire now, and he said, "The wise ones are Persians who, for example, brought Jesus the things most important for surviving here in this world. Gold for money, myrrh for healing wounds, and frankincense to be used in spiritual ritual." And with those words, Angel took out some incense that she found in the sanctuary study. It was frankincense. She lit it with the fire and placed it in front of Silvio. He dissolved into the smoke. End part 6. Part 5. And now, I'm going to read part 6. Angel lights the incense and places it in front of Silvio as he is kneeling in the fire, and he disappears upward into the smoke. "Who are you?" she asks. And from somewhere in the air, as if the voice were drifting away, we all heard, "I am a very old man from a small island called Barataria. I live there with a whole bunch of other people. A beautiful place to be. I love it so much. I just have to share it. So I set sail. I have sailed through a lot of turmoil, storms, lightning, and flooding rains. And then I saw something along the horizon, far out there distant. But we were drawing nearer and nearer to one another with every puff of wind. Well, as I got closer, there was a calling from this area, which was densely covered with fog. It was a calling like a siren. I was wary, cautious. I have heard the tales. I proceeded. The winds blew me right into this dense fog. Now I have run aground here where you live. I just washed up on shore. I'm like a message in a bottle, or a genie in a bottle, with a message which will grant you all the wishes you have. Rest well, sweet loves. I will be around. I will see you soon, in a space so crystal clear that it may be a little bit scary. If you get scared, or frightened, or nervous, I recommend being with the breathing, just asking yourself, what is my breathing doing? Am I inhaling or am I exhaling? Am I even breathing? Or am I just exhaling more and more and not inhaling? Or has my breathing become stuck? Keep listening if you can, while I share with you all life on Bhattacharya. With your help, in the space of crystal clarity, we shall create. It will seem like a vacuum, devoid of everything that we knew or understood, but just remain with the breathing and affirming connection with Earth, and aligning the self with the core of the center of this immensity directly below. And in the space of crystal clarity, where all is smooth and steady and easy, where synchronicity lives, we will build a village like the one where I come from, Mirror City, on the Isle of Bhattacharya. And from off in the distance we heard a breeze and the sound of seagulls. But there are no seagulls living around here. What was that? Twyla said. They all looked at each other and smiled. Bees, go, tea, bees, go, tea, bees, go, tea. They all started chanting it, and then slowly, hypnotically, one by one, each got up and walked steadily, calmly. They opened their mouths and stretched their faces wide, and proceeded to the refrigerator, on hands and knees some of them, all acting like wild animals, about to gather round a delicious meal. Arr, milk and biscotti. Ah. The only light left on now is the little life light hanging above one of the plants, and a candle that burns softly on the table next to the bottle. Everyone is peaceful. Everything is peaceful. Blink, blink, closed for the day, snoring. Silvio shares with the children in their dreams another lullaby story. And what happens when I tell you a lullaby while you are asleep? That's right. You wake up. Everything without exception, which has happened since the time of Hammurabi, arranges itself crystal-like into my teachings. An experience 4,000 years long is behind me. I am older than Methuselah. Silvio. There are smarter ways of dealing with our problems than depending on a dragon to share some of the mountain pile of hoarded gold which he sits upon. A long time ago, the Roman Empire ran out of gold and silver, money, and so it could not pay its army, nor could it accommodate its newly conquered territory with a currency. And without a currency, money, there could be no division of labor. And the division of labor it is, the foundation of civilization, even as we know it today. It allows us to accomplish much more than relying on primitive production and barter, with much less effort. And because some of the Romans spent lots of their money on things from the East, spices, silk, tea, and other things from Asia, a lot of the gold and silver money found its way to those countries like India and China via the Levant region in the area of today what is Syria. There became a shortage of money in the Roman Empire. Whenever there is less and less money circulating, then it is harder to sell things. So the factories begin to slow down, and the workers start losing their jobs, and the business people find it difficult to make a profit and do business. Things come to a standstill. The Roman Empire falls, and we enter the Dark Ages. This darkness lasted 500 years. And now, to tell the story of the mystery of the Renaissance. How did it happen? How did all the amazing cathedrals and monuments get built? And how did all of the miraculous artwork come to be created? Where did all the money to do these things come from, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, after the deep sleep of the long Dark Ages? Some of the princes got together with their magicians and devised a way to bring things alive again. There was a shortage of money, gold and silver. The magicians showed the princes how they could mix copper with their gold to have a very special effect. The princes could create more money for themselves to spend on their lavish and elaborate wishes. Copper blends very easily with other metals, and it aligns itself with Venus, the planet of love. What wonderful magic we will make, the clever princes thought to themselves. Let us spread the love, ha ha ha. And they spent their coppery money into circulation. This allowed the division of labor to waken again and raise the dead Roman economy to life. And now, since the great midwife, money, was present once again, the amazing talent which was being born at that time was well supported and nourished and given the opportunity to express itself. And money was also now available to pay all the people as they worked together, division of labor, to help build this miraculous expression. The most unbelievable structures and art was created, and all the money it took to pay all the people during the work was magically conjured up by those clever princes. Perhaps they were only concerned with their own egotistical satisfaction, but once the money, or coppery golden love, began to circulate throughout the city and beyond into the countryside, it made life and all the chores much easier. All the workers, having the possibility to be economically standing on their own 2 feet, became proud and respectful to each other and inspired to make things better and better. The division of labor was refined so that all the work, the tasks of getting things done, could be divided up more and more evenly and efficiently among all the workers. This left more time for them to enjoy life and build their relationship with Spirit, the guiding, all-knowing, higher intelligence, God. Humans are, after all, the hand of God. We have the unique ability to manipulate the physical realm, and when God is allowed to work through us clearly, without usury distorting or obstructing the way, the kingdom is prepared for God to come. Ice money, as we will witness in the new Renaissance today, assures this. A conscious decision by the princes and their magicians to deliberately increase the money supply themselves proved to be much more worthy and valuable and effective and rewarding than just relying and waiting on a substance, gold, to be found in the mountains somewhere. One of the amazing inventions of the Renaissance to come to life was the Gutenberg press. This machine not only made it possible for lots more people to have books to learn from and inspire imagination, it also made it possible for us to have paper money today. And through conscious decision-making, being aware of how money functions, add or subtract money from circulation, and make sure that the magic formula always works. Prices remain stable as long as demand equals supply, which can only be accomplished with one kind of money, ice money, which melts. End Part 6. Good night, everyone. I love you.